What's crackling, everybody? Welcome back once again to the definitive cereal tier list. First episode, take cereal, put it on the tier list so you know how good it is. I'm your host Tucker. In this episode, we're doing the other OG Honey Bunches of Oats, Honey Bunches of Oats with almonds, but crunchy, roasted, crispy almonds. Now, last time we learned that the little modifiers they throw in there aren't necessarily the most accurate, as we did Honey Bunches of Oats crunchy honey roasted. And honey roasted, sure, yeah, checks out. Crunchy part, not check out as much. And so far we've done 3 Honey Bunches of Oats, all D's, decent flavors, and you feel healthy eating it. It's just they fall apart a lot, both for the first 2 taste-wise a bit, and for the second one, very much just the pieces. So let's see if this can break that trend. Hopefully it can. I would like to put one of these higher up. But we'll find out. And this box didn't break. Good news there. Oh, whoa. It's much quicker scent than the honey roasted ones. What is that? Oh, it's cinnamon? Oh, brown sugar. Those are the same, right? Oh, no, they're cinnamon too. Thank God. It's like, wow, that sounds good. Yeah, okay. No brown sugar, cinnamon. Sure. Wanted to make sure I got some almond pieces in there. I definitely saw at least a couple. Maybe it's like the marshmallows in most cereals, where there's not a ton. No, I usually only like almonds when they're very salty. So we'll see how this goes. And remembering now, not put a ton of milk into this. Alright, here we go. I get some almond in there. Okay. This is kind of the same brown sugar cinnamon base taste as the pecan one that I did a while back. Just different nut, maybe? I said different nut, maybe, but it's very obviously a different nut. I just meant base taste, but I guess that one was also maple. So, still not an accurate thing. And unlike the last one, some of the flakes do actually have the cinnamon brown sugar flavor to them, so that's a plus. Give it a taste in more space. So it seems I was right at the beginning. There's not seem to be a ton of almonds in here, and the pieces that are there are generally smaller ones, so you're not really noticing them much in the taste of it. I think they are probably adding a bit to the crunchiness though, which is nice because the pieces are just like the other one, very quick to sagify. But because them and the bunches of oats together, it feels like there's a bit more crunch going on. So that's cool. Let's try the milk. There's not a ton of cereal left now because obviously put in less this time. But that just makes it more of a test of purely the milk. Yeah, it's got that brown sugar cinnamon taste. Yeah. And pretty much exactly what you'd expect. That's pretty good. So I think I actually did like this more than the previous one. Well, honey roasted lying about being crunchy, Honey Bunches of Oats. Though granted, I do feel like I kind of gave it an unfair shake, that one and the maple pecan one, because I almost certainly put too much milk in there. So maybe that just kind of ruined things and hastened its end. But taste-wise, I think this might actually be a little better too. Granted, it is still sagifying fairly quick, but I think if you eat this as like, oh man, I don't have much milk left, what should I use it on? And you use it on this, pretty good time. That's like, you need enough in there that you're still getting it on your spoon, but still keep a lot of the pieces dry. It's like tough ratio. One of these. We've run into this many times, but I just keep forgetting and not expecting it to happen with so many cereals. But you know, this was actually pretty solid all around, and besides the falling apart, which didn't happen as much because it didn't put as much milk in, I'll say it hundreds and hundreds of times, it's pretty good though. So I think what I'm going to do is give Honey Bunches of Oats with crispy almonds a C. The highest one, I think it's probably, like, at least of the two I've done just now, my favorite. I remember the apple one being kind of weird, and, like, cool apple slices, but, like, it wasn't perfect. The milk pecan one, I feel like it lost a lot more of the flavor. Like, this still had cinnamony and brown sugar taste going on at the end. So, beat all of the others out there. Maybe one day I'll go and compare the other ones with less milk if I remember, or something. I don't know. One day I might try to even that out, see if this really is definitively the best, you know, as the title of this tier list says. But for now, definitively, it is the best Honey Bunches of Oats. If you enjoyed this video, remember to like and subscribe. In the comments below, post your general thoughts. Tell me how you think this one compares to Honey Roasted in your mind. Have you tried them both? Is it pretty close? Did you also make the same mistake where the first one you tried, you put in far too much milk and kind of ruined it? Let me know. These are the things I would like to know. But until next time, stay delicious.